All right, we're looking at the Aluminess Axe and Shovel mount kit for, well, just for Aluminess. It's not even for a four-wheel camper. And then got the Mule bracket here. A couple things that I learned was that on the website, the edge of this mount right here shows a picture where this just comes straight down. And what the problem is, they've kind of made this hourglass shape. Well, with the hourglass shape, they've taken away a fair bit of metal. Maybe we can see it better on this side. Yeah, so this comes down. On the photo, it just comes straight down, but now there's this sort of hourglass shaped mount. Anyway, what that does is that removes a significant amount of metal on both sides that you would use to attach or rebolt it. Now, it does have bolt holes in it. There's, you know, 2 up here, and then there's 2 down here behind the axe. You can kind of see one on this side. By having less metal there, what that means is it really limits your ability to be where you can mount it. You obviously can't put a screw right here or a bolt right here because there's just nothing there. So what I did was I've got some, I think it's 3x1 aluminum tube, and I lined up the 2 tube pieces such that the bolts from the Aluminess kit, I drilled holes into the tube. I then drilled holes into the back side of the tube to line up with the 4-wheel camper jack bracket. On this side, I did have to drill a new hole in the back of the the Mule Built bracket. I did have to drill a new hole in the back there for this bolt to line up. I kind of tried to make this bolt hole line up with the rest of them that Mule has put in. The bolt down here is lined up, is just one of the pre-built, pre-done bolts. The other thing I had to do was this undermount light. This is where the wires originally came through. I had to undo the propane locker, slide it over towards the toilet a little bit to open up. There's a channel under here where wiring runs. We'll just open up the propane locker real quick. There's a channel sort of right under here where all the propane runs. Or there's just a line there for electric that runs back here. Anyway, to be able to then drill another hole, move the light forward several inches. Normally the light was mounted much further back here. I also drilled a hole back here. This is where the propane tie downs are. You can see the 4 of them there. There's one back in there. Drilled another hole through the the Mule bracket. So that way, when everything was in place, this existing bolt would go through, catch the edge of this bracket, and give it some strength. I haven't put anything out on this side, and it does kind of move a little bit, but you know, I'm shaking the camper around, moving this thing up and down. So pretty happy with how it turned out. I went ahead and spray painted these things black. So the Mule bracket's attached at these 3 points here on the jack stand or jack arm, jack bracket, and attached under here for some additional stability. So pretty happy with how it turned out. When it all comes together, these sort of sandwiched together. You can see the handle of the axe sort of digs into the blade of the shovel. That means that this piece right here wraps around and gets pretty tight. Kind of puts some stress there. The handle fits all the way down at the bottom. I'm mildly concerned that over time, you know, if this rattles around, the shovel can slide up. Like if I push on it, I can get the shovel to slide up, but that's a lot of force, and hopefully just dirt roads and things like that aren't going to cause it to come loose. Yeah, I think it worked pretty well so far, and I need to go out on a couple trips and see actually how well it holds up, but I don't have any reason to believe that when I go to retrieve the shovel or the axe, that it won't be there.